Hello and welcome back to the Real Deal podcast with Suzanne and Sarah. We are back at it again this week and here to tell you about some exciting new updates about us and our team,
Yeah.
because we just expanded our real estate team and we want to tell you about why we did that and who our team is for in case you're an agent looking to have a life. So let's dive in. Yeah, I'll just get us started, I guess. If you,
Sure.
yeah, and Sarah, we can just kind of tag team. But yeah, we made the decision a while back, earlier this year, to change brokerages. So 3 weeks ago, we made the big move. We transitioned to Real Brokerage. And at the same time, we officially expanded from mentoring agents and having a small team to basically taking our whole mentorship group and expanding it into a broader team. And we did it very intentionally because we want to grow our team and help them build a business like we have, where we have boundaries, we have a life, we get to have weekends and evenings and month-long vacations and still make a very
That's right. So if you don't know by now, one thing you can count on from us is change and flexibility. And that, I'm sure we've told you before, but we have built our businesses on actually building a business and not having a job, right? So we, at the beginning of the year, we focus on what our intentions are for the year. And one of our big goals and intentions for this year is, like Suzanne said, to build and grow our team. And I don't know how else to say it, but we definitely outgrew our last platform and we're moving onward and upward to a platform that really supports our personal goals, which involve, financial freedom, location independence, and collaboration over competition. And that's really what this move is about. As Suzanne said, in the past, we have mentored several new agents, and the goal with that was to graduate them out and say goodbye forever, really. And now this is a switch from occasional guidance to integrated guidance, right? We are building our team into our greater platform. So we're actually teaching people our shared systems, our tools, and our processes, and how we've built a pretty decent income and a life that I think Suzanne and I are pretty excited to live every day, and not have the burnout that most agents have. This is a marathon and not a sprint. So
And after having mentored so many agents at our previous brokerage, we wanted to have the continuity with the folks that really resonated with us and who we saw the potential to help and grow alongside. And what we do is we help them build their business, not just a job, like Sarah said, and not just doing the busy work that makes you feel like you're doing things as a realtor, but are actually not moving the needle. So we help our team carve out their niche, whether like us, they're investor focused, or if they're focusing on like first time home buyers. We have one person on our team that helps the underdogs, the people that don't think that they'll ever be able to afford to buy and bend. We have someone more focused on farm and ranch, and just really helping guide people to figure out where their place is in this 2,000 plus realtor market that we have here in Central Oregon, and figure out how to diversify and help specific people instead of being a catch-all of like, I help everybody, which we did hear from one of our mentees early on. And we were very clear that no, you have to figure out who your people are and why they come to you for advice. So we do that, and we are really just excited to be able to share a lot of the knowledge that we've built during our business building and building up our partnership and helping folks learn how to use a CRM as an entire system instead of just a database of names and numbers, how to get a robust marketing system going so that you're continually reaching people that are your niche, and so that they are also organically reaching out to you. Because Sarah and I have had it happen to us a couple of times recently where people have found us from ChatGPT and Gemini, you guys, like, all the work we've put into our podcasts and our YouTube channel and our social media and our blogs and our websites has resulted in us being now showcased on AI, and that's kind of cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still kind of a new thing, and I get pretty excited when I hear about it.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, and a huge part of this really is about like the accountability and the support that comes with being part of a team environment as well. Like, you can be out there in this sea of 2000 realtors, like Suzanne said, and really not know your place, not know who to call for help, but like that's why we're here for each other. I mean, we need help sometimes and we ask for it, and the it goes both ways really. So, what we offer our team when you join us and our wonderful diverse growing team is we have a dedicated full-time transaction coordinator. So really they help from contract to close, and that's huge for people who don't love the sitting in front of the computer techie stuff, which
Admin.
this yeah
Yeah.
this job can be a lot of that, but really like that's part of a business, right? You really need to figure out how to get yourself out of that role and in front of people in order to be actually doing the people part of this work, which is what actually results in the relationships and the sales. Also marketing support. So really just think things like when you have listings or want to do listing presentations or listing marketing, we also as part of our team help develop your social media. That's the word I'm looking for, Suzanne, like your plan, your
Sense. You're
yeah.
basically your brand identity,
Yes,
helping you figure out, creating your brand kit and using a tool that many of us use, but figuring out how to do it so that it's scalable, repeatable, and so that you have consistency in your marketing across all platforms, whether it's an email template or social media, or, your Facebook, your all the things, so that everything looks cohesive like the pros do in the corporate world.
for sure. Yeah. So I mean, again, just depending on where you like to spend your time, where or again, when you do eventually get busy and you don't have time to be doing all of that, we have that's part of what we're offering our team in terms of support. And then leading up to the doing the business really are like is the pipeline and the tools that get you there. So I mean, we subscribe, when I say subscribe, like literally subscribe and also just like preach our one CRM that we use, our customer relation management tool. It's very visual and we work this and are in this system every single day. And we actually ask members of our team to be using the same tool so we can speak the same language, but for people on our team, we're actually covering that cost that happens every month. But you got to use it or you lose it. But it's a huge part of successful in this business is watching that pipeline grow and actually seeing your business funnel down where it needs to go. Also, Suzanne and I have built a really beautiful machine and we are meeting and intaking new people every single day. I'm so happy to say, and like that's where I've been dreaming of our business going, and that's where we are. So we actually have the opportunity to provide leads to our team, which is what a lot of new agents struggle with. They can do everything once they have the lead in hand, but a lot of agents have a hard time attracting people into their sphere. And sometimes all it takes is a couple really to get things kickstarted and get that flywheel going. And also just like, what do you do when you have a lead? Like a lot of new agents don't even really know where to go, what to do. And who do you ask unless someone is invested in your success? And that's what this whole team structure does, is that you have invested guidance every step of the way. So yeah, those are some of the big pieces in terms of what we offer and why we offer them.
Yeah, and we're helping people build their businesses. We're sharing the knowledge that we've gained over our tenure as investors and agents, and sharing whether that's real estate investing, private money lending, someone on our team sharing farm and ranch experience, so that everyone can benefit but still have their own niche. And it's really powerful to see how much more confidence people have when they say, oh, yes, we have a team member that's an expert in whatever it is you're looking for. So we have that shared credibility, that shared knowledge base that gives us all more to draw on and more services to offer our clients. And so we love that. And then I think the most important part in the way we really differentiate is like, real estate can be a grind. And I'm sure many of you listening to this who are in the agent world can relate to, like, they say if you want more deals, just go on vacation, right? We've all heard that if you sell real estate. Well, you know, it's true. And what sucks is you're going to unplug and have time with your loved ones, that you've been working so hard for, right? And then your phone rings, and who's going to cover you if you're an individual agent and you don't have a team who's equally invested in your success? Well, that's what we help people build here, and that's what Sarah and I have really focused on building during our partnership, is that teamwork to be able to truly unplug. Sarah and I each get 2 days off a week dedicated, where we know, and our families know, and our friends know, that they have our full attention for those 2 days, which many realtors cannot say to their loved ones.
They
And
can't even imagine a world
I
that
know.
exists in.
Yeah.
So
And
like
so
we want to
our goal.
normalize this. Like that is really what
Mhm.
we're after, is to like normalize some balance in this industry and do it by lifting each other up, you know. You
Yeah.
want,
And
sorry, I interrupted you.
yeah, business where you can actually step away and your business doesn't fall apart. Instead, you have teammates who resonate with your clients, and they're not going to steal them, but they just add, it's additive, right? So that's the goal. That's what we built. And that's what we're teaching our teammates to do by creating these systems, processes, and strategic partnerships that help make it possible to truly have those boundaries and enjoy your life
For
as a
sure.
realtor.
And here's another difference between us and the average Jack, Joe, Jane, whatever, is that we have a filter. We're not for everybody, and we're okay with that. And so we just want those of you listening to know, who might be considering, hey, it could be cool to hang out with Suzanne and Sarah, that this is for people who want to grow their business as a business and have a life at the same time. This is also for people who are open to systems and using them, and collaboration, and also for people who are interested in wealth building beyond just commissions, because the platform that we're using has many options for that we would love to have side conversations with you about as well.
In
Yeah.
addition to what we have developed in our own lives of real estate investing, private money lending, and other ways to build wealth and retain more of what we earn.
Yeah. Yeah. And like who this is not for is someone who's just dabbling in real estate like as a side gig, someone who is more interested in being super independent and doesn't like support, and
We do have
someone
a
who,
path for those people. They're just not
sure.
necessarily team members. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're happy to share what that path looks like for you as well, and some of the benefits there. But this isn't the same, like we're seeing each other on a weekly basis. We're on the phone probably a couple times a week with each other. It's not nearly as like culturally collaborative, but there's a place for, there's a path. Absolutely. Yeah. And we just also really people to be coachable, like people to be open-minded and not necessarily think that they have all the right answers, right? That sometimes just, we like people who are curious.
Yes. And if you're curious about what your business could look like as a realtor, with a team, with leadership, with systems, processes, and ways to automate your business and hire help and engage help before you need it, then we would love to chat with you. And this isn't necessarily meant to be a sales pitch, but like it kind of is, because we are growing our team and we do have capacity, and we are motivated to help other people who want the same things we do. And we know that there are a lot of you out there who are feeling stuck on an island and like you want help, but you don't even know that it's possible to have a real estate business that doesn't feel like an endless grind, but you can.
Anyways, we just wanted to put out the SOS, just letting everybody know that you're not alone, that there are other options, and yeah, that we're pretty friendly and would not mind having a 15-minute conversation with you to chat it out and just hear if there's a way that we can help. So thanks for listening again to one of our podcast episodes. We are The Real Deal, and we're Suzanne and Sarah here in Central Oregon and beyond. And we look forward to connecting with you when the time is right.
And if you want to schedule one of those meetings with us, the link to get on my calendar is in the show notes, and I look forward to speaking with you. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see you on the next Real Deal with Suzanne and Sarah.